Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Show with Braden
So,
and Micah.
yeah,
And today we are recapping the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game versus Chicago Bears. So here we go. So this is the game I picked last week, and I picked it because I was interested to see how Baker Mayfield would do, and also Justin Fields. I didn't know if Baker Mayfield can outdo what he did in the Vikings, and he actually did. He actually did better than he did with the Vikings. He threw some tight spiral throws, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. He got out of the pocket when situations were getting rough. He did pretty good. The running game was better than it was in week one. Um, Mike Evans was a beast. Now, that had to do with Chicago Bears cornerbacks, not covering him at times, which is strange, letting him get space. The defense was ferocious, 6 sacks, 2 interceptions. One of those interceptions was, Justin Fields. That was ugly. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Forced fumble, touchdown. Let's see. Chicago, on the other hand, Justin Fields, he had to improve based off of week one. Week one was ferocious. Bad. It was bad. Okay. And like I said, he needed to get DJ Moore into the offense more, but he did. He got 7 targets, 6 receptions for 104 yards. But Justin Fields has no situational awareness. At least out of the 6 sacks he took, 3 of them he was just not looking at both sides of where it was coming from. Running game has not been good like it was last week. The Chicago defense, it was good. I mean, it wasn't bad. It pressured Mayfield a lot, but Mayfield was able to get out of those situations and make plays. And the main thing about this game is that Bears fans should be worried about Fields and his development. They should be worried about that, and sadly, maybe draft another quarterback. So, Braden, what's your thoughts?
Justin Fields had a lot of reads that he just missed on, and it felt like he just, I don't know, blanked out a couple times and was just standing flat footed in the pocket when usually he'd take off when things broke down, but he just took a couple sacks that he didn't really have to. I mean, wide open receivers. I did pick the Buccaneers to win, and I feel really good about that now. Baker Mayfield, absolute star out there. Um, we'll have to see how long he can keep this going, though. Through 2 games, he's done very well, just doing what he has to do. Not a whole lot more. Um, so being very efficient. He has 2 great receivers, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. But Cade Otton at tight end showed up, fairly well with 6 receptions, 41 yards. That helps a little bit when they're, putting more coverage on Mike Evans, but obviously that wasn't a problem because Evans had 171 yards receiving. As far as the Bears, Roshan Johnson, I think at this point should be starting. He has he had 4 carries for 32 yards. That's an average of 8 yards a carry. While Khalil Herbert had 7 carries for 35 yards, for an average of 5 yards per carry. Now both of them are good backs, but they need to use them a little bit more, get them more involved. DJ Moore, they got him more involved. I saw a couple explosive catches in the first quarter-ish, I believe. And then he kind of got quiet and then came back later in the game. Chase Claypool obviously got a touchdown after that embarrassing effort in the first game. But at some point, we have to wonder, when is this Bears organization going to figure it out? Because they should be more improved than last year, but it's not looking like it yet. They could be drafting another quarterback this year if it doesn't work out with Justin Fields. And I'm not saying it's all Justin Fields' fault, but at some point they might have to move on, and maybe Justin Fields will do better in a new situation. Maybe it's the Bears. You know, the
I
offense was a little predictable, like Shaquille Barrett with that interception towards the end of the game for the touchdown. He said they saw the formation They knew it was going to be a screen, sorry. And he just got the interception and took it to the house pretty easy. So they got to work on that. The Bucs still had it figured out one way or another.
Now with Mayfield, yes, he is doing good, but the next game he faces is against the Eagles, so we'll see for a more certain perspective if he's really good or not.
Yeah.
Micah, do you have anything to say?
You guys always take my points. But yeah, Justin Fields, he's not looking that great. This is 2 games now that he's, I would say, underperformed. There's not too much more that he could have done better, but he could have definitely done better still. He's just not doing what he's supposed to be doing. These games should be a lot closer. I get it, the Buccaneers are actually doing pretty good under Mayfield. I mean, who would have thought we would have lived in a world where Baker Mayfield's Buccaneers might do better than under Tom Brady in late years?
Hold up
Oh, wait.
there.
Okay, we need
The
to
last year.
stop here.
Oh, no, not the Super Bowl. Tom Brady, like the last year that he was there when they went 8-9.
Okay.
They had a lot
Yeah,
of
maybe
injuries
Not
that.
though.
not
They had a lot of injuries though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Baker Mayfield's better than Tom Brady. Not even close. But the fact that we might see the Buccaneers under Baker Mayfield do better is quite surprising. I'm just surprised that Baker Mayfield's doing this well and actually being a decent replacement for Tom Brady.
I think the Buccaneers just feel like they've been counted out now just because Tom Brady left. So, they're playing well now because they have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. I could very well see this team. Yeah, I don't want to say it too early, but some of the NFC South, I mean, it just like tonight, the Saints and the Panthers, they just don't look that dominant, really. I mean, Saints play good defense, but they don't score a lot of points.
Which is
So
strange
we'll see.
because, Derek Carr's there and you think the offense would be a lot better, but it's been pretty stale with the Titans game. They only scored 15 points. And then with tonight, they scored what, 20 points?
Derek Carr wasn't that great in Las Vegas last year. So we'll see how this season kind of goes. Um, he has plenty of weapons. He has Michael Thomas, who is still, fairly good. Um, Chris Olave is amazing. Yeah, they should be fine. Alvin Kamara is coming back. But, I mean, the Buccaneers have a real chance at taking this division and hosting a home playoff game on Wild Card Weekend. Very real possibility.
And might I say, did Baker Mayfield actually look better with the Bucks these first 2 games than he did in his in the last year or two in Cleveland?
Yeah, aside from the couple of playoff games he took the Browns to, I mean, they were, running the ball, controlling the clock in a lot of those games. Now he's having to make some more throws and do a little bit more by himself. So we'll see if he can keep that up the whole season.
The Bears look like they were last year. I don't think they've really changed much.
Nobody was really expecting them to take off and win 13 games, but at the same time, we were all expecting some improvement based on the flashes of potential we saw last year.
All right, this has been the Sports Show with Braden, Micah, and we'll see you next time.